No, I mean, I'm looking at his name. It's Kero with a C.
You're looking at //.
No, I'm looking at his name that he had on the leaderboard.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't born
It
with the name
says it right
Carrot,
down
dude.
there. Carrot is not spelled with a K. All right. Thank you to whoever designed the extra panel.
Okay,
It's a C.
well, obviously, if you spell carrot, it's the C carrot, but K carrot. Sparky's got my back. He knows K-A-R-A-T.
It's with a C. As we get on into this game,
You- oh,
Carrot
you super don't
is on
spell that one
Ember.
with a C.
Yo, this is the first Ember we've seen.
No, it's not.
It isn't?
No, we saw Ember earlier on in the tournament. I'm pretty sure it was Carrot who played it as well. But then he ended up swapping off of the Ember. Maybe he just doesn't want to
it
do
was
the
Nightshade.
Asuri mirror match.
You're right. It was the Nightshade Ember.
Yeah.
Well, either way, we're going to be seeing more Ember now. I like seeing more Ember. I like seeing more bow play. We haven't seen a ton of that throughout this entire tournament.
Yeah, it's been predominantly Qatar play on just all around, especially like the Queen Nai as well. We saw some spear play, but there's also Qatars, a lot of Asuri coming out. And now we've got the Ember with the Qatars. Hits the side signature, hits the dare, and is able to get back up safely. It kept enough in the tank to get back to the wall after bumping his head.
And now Kero, good dash jump recovery, but not enough to kill. Ember, good dare loops. He almost could have kept going with that. I'm surprised he went actually caught Kero out of a gravity cancel signature, which meant he could have kept going for quite some time.
Kero keeps going for these wake-up attacks, and Carrot is completely punishing them. Kero trying to get this stock off. He is desperately throwing out every single move he can onto this low defense, base 3 defense Ember, and he is holding on to all 3 of his stocks. Kero is 1 stock away from getting completely shut out.
And now more dare loops coming out from Carrot. Oh, and a nice
dare.
Dash into dare off stage. He's going for this 3-stock.
Okay.
Kero finally shuts him. He gave up. He almost gave up there. At the very end, he was like, maybe I should keep playing.
That's when you're like, I'm in Gold League. I'm fighting freaking Daiku, and I got a stock. I'm happy. Like, that's that, like, pools at a land kind of feeling right there. Kero,
neutralize.
solid backdashing. Does interrupt the neutral signature, getting some hits on the Carrot. Carrot finally finishes the stock with a side sig, though, and that will put us into game 2.
And as we get on to game 2, I'd like to tell everyone in chat that the carrot on the keyboard is not spelled the same way the carrot vegetable is. I understand that, but I'm telling you right now, the way Carrot spells his name is as the vegetable. Okay? Okay. We're all clear. It's not Carrot. The symbol came after the name.
I mean, what is a man but a sim? No, there's a
Man,
preference
this is
somewhere in there.
not
I don't know
quite
it.
there.
Somewhere
But
out
the
there,
carrot
someone
juice of
who
his
knows
symbol.
the reference. Either way, we're going right on into game 2. We've got Carrot on the right side, sticking with the Ember. He had a lot of success with it. Kero on the left side going to start off with a flag taunt, which is ultimately going to deny him that starting weapon.
Kero just seems lost in terms of how he's gonna get past this Ember pressure right now. Whether it was the Asuri or the Lucian, we'll see if the gun has better luck against Carrot right now. But Carrot continues to get every hit he needs. Good pivot on the ground pound there. Kero tries to go for that quick down sig.
Kero will be able to get back up safely as Carrot completely disengaged off the edge guard and wanted that spawn weapon. He's got the bow in hand. A lot of damage being put out onto Kero, but Kero with the falling stare didn't get the wall touch. His head just touched, but it doesn't matter as the down air from Carrot is enough to finish off the stock. He's going to get Qatars in hand, and we'll see if he can widen this gap as he's got a lot of health to play with on this first stock. Nice backdashing in the downlight stare from Kero. Another downlight into the recovery pickup. Not enough to kill. Dare out of hit stun from Carrot will immediately force his hitbox towards the ground.
And we're seeing some life from Kero right now. He got some good hits in that recovery. Oh, he goes for the unarmed recovery, but it's the connection that he's looking for. He's now coming back onto the stage unarmed side air, goes for the down sig, can't quite find it. He's just struggling to get this kill right now, and he's really desperate. There's a side sig, man. Just to get the tail end of it. And now as we go to second stocks, Kero is in the orange, but at the very least, he's looking better than game number 1.
Yeah, it's a little bit more even. Definitely not staring down the barrel of a 3-stock. We do see some Qatar play coming out from Kero. Able to catch Carrot with the last few frames of that recovery as well. And he's denying Carrot any sort of weapon, as Carrot, he wants those Qatars, finally picks up the Qatars, but that is completely evened up in damage between the two of them, as Kero with a nice back dodge into the side light, back dash technically.
Both players red in second stock here. Kero looking for a very greedy down sig there, and Carrot's going to immediately punish.
And Kero still gets back up.
He didn't burn his recovery early. Nice neutral signature, and he's got a lead.
Carrot took forever to get Kero from orange to red. Carrot completely lost that stock in the span of like 75 damage, and finally evens it up with that side heavy on the main stage, and it will even up the stocks. Didn't take too much damage to get that one finished at the very least.
Ooh, and some early deer loops coming out. Trying to find as much as he can. That gravity cancel side sig, really nice. Kero looking for the gravity cancel to catch Carrot as he's coming back onto the stage. Ooh, downlight. Manages to avoid it. Ground pound. Kero doesn't get a punish on that.
But he also doesn't get caught. He will live to fight a little while longer. Gets back onto the main stage. He wants to play this neutral out. Again, disengaging back to the main stage. Going to try to cover this corner as Carrot gets back up safely. Damage trading between the two. This really could go either way. Kero has a real possibility. Gets underneath with the recovery. Carrot's off stage, throws away his weapons. Trying to get that jump there. Couldn't quite keep Carrot from the main stage.
Now Kero's taking a ton of damage. Just the small hits here and there as Ember struggles to get the kill on Lucian. That damage, the defense difference now coming out in force for both of these players. And a risky side heavy gets punished by Kero, staying alive, and we're going to game 3.
That's that dash dancing from Kero, really working out for him. Damage, 4 damage is the difference between the two of them. That is a slightly charged up weapon toss between the two of them. That is not a lot of damage, and it's a specific weapon. It's apparently damage is dependent on which weapon you throw. It's all confusing. TWK knows it.
It's not that confusing.
Well, okay. The way TWK explained it, it was like on average it's like 2 and 3 for just a quick toss, but if you charge it a little bit, and then if it's a specific weapon, maybe it'll go up to like 10, and if it's got enough momentum, and there's like a lot of factors. Ultimately, all you need to know is that like maybe a weapon toss would have been enough. I think the sidekick call does 4 as well. Is that right?
I'm not sure about that.
I've turned off gadgets for like the entirety of my life, but like
they're not in this tournament.
Yeah. So. Either way, we're going on into game 3 as we see Kero swaps over to the Queen Nai. Going to be sticking with that Qatar play. It was very effective for him, but he had the blasters play. The blasters were a handy tool. Definitely a threat, and gave him some range. Maybe he's going to try to use the spear play for range as well, use those signatures. But we're going to get right on into game 3.
Kero and Carrot now. And now Kero is switching, despite the success of the Lucian, switching to Queen Nai. Lucian was good, but I think he's decided that he needs to become a tank. The Lucian had the defense he needed. Now he's going to add on the force, and against the low defense Ember, maybe that's going to be the key to making sure game 3 isn't as close as game 2 was.
Well, so far, Carrot has been in the lead, but like you were talking about with that defense, Kero, very difficult to finish off. And you're seeing him able to even it up little by little. Very deep ground pound attempt from Carrot. Goes with a slide charge neutral heavy. Gets underneath Kero. Can't finish the stock off. Kero's throwing out every single signature in the book. And Carrot's avoided all of them. Nobody able to finish off the first stock just yet, despite the immense number of signatures thrown out on both sides.
As both players sort of retreat back, neutral signature isn't going to do it either. Kero looking for the side air. Down sig does. But It's from the wrong side of the stage and in the wrong force direction. Side air. Ember looking for a weapon throw. Barely arcs over.
Weapon toss.
Weapon toss, but doesn't go for the right move. Both of these players are taking so much
They are
damage.
struggling to finish off each other's stocks. The neutral light comes out from Kero. Kero goes deep.
No.
And Carrot! That's how he dies! That's his first stock is him bumping his head on the bottom of the map. Australia, y'all need to, like,
Learn how
to
Qatar recoveries work.
This has happened quite a few times.
Too
but
many times.
Carrot, he's got a real opportunity here. He really doesn't need a lot to finish off this stock of Kero, considering how much damage is on top of him. But he does need to avoid hitting him into that island. That's not a good kill option.
Carrot searching.
There
Finally finds that unarmed side air onto Kero. Both players going to the second stock. Kero has hardly taken very much damage. He's been looking to rack up as quickly as possible onto Ember. Or sorry, onto Queen Nai using Ember.
Kero with the solid Qatar play. Danzig goes for the neutral light into the recovery. More recovery attempts as Carrot is trying to get back up onto the main stage. Carrot needs to get a big string here in order to even up this damage, and that is looking like it. He got the Dare side light into the down light, into a Dare side light. It was enough to get him back into orange, but damage is definitely in Kero's favor.
Good side light, but no follow-up. Ooh, and a nice recovery, making sure Kero did. Yet again, both of these players in kill percentage. This time, Kero quickly lands the unarmed side air. Doesn't waste his time with signatures, gets the kill, and now it's going to be up to Carrot to repeat the process before he takes too much damage. He repeated the process.
The side heavy. Dash in side heavy from Carrot will even it up, and we are going to final stocks between these two players. Carrot, he's got the weapon control, but there's a lot of places where Kero can be safe. Qatar's on both sides. Kero able to avoid that recovery from Carrot. Another side light into the neutral light. Another recovery attempt out of the neutral light from Carrot. Neutral light into recovery. He loves going for the recovery out of the neutral light. That is the third time, and Kero has avoided it every single time. Fourth time, and Kero's still avoiding it. Just knows that Carrot is gonna do that out of the neutral light.
So many recoveries coming out from Kero. Carrot cannot respond. Finally dares his way back. Picks up a bow, throws it away.
Punish.
He doesn't want it. He doesn't need it.
Carrot looking for that triple recovery kill again onto Kero, but Kero not letting him have it. Carrot back to the guitars. Gets a nice snare to punish that recovery attempt from Kero. Damage relatively even, but it's definitely in Kero's favor. Dare gets the side sig! Out of nowhere, the Dare side light. Kero dodged back off stage, and the slide charge side sig from Carrot